In this video, we'll dive into real-life stories where animals stepped up to save human lives. Get ready for some jaw-dropping acts of heroism from the animal kingdom. Let's dive in. Dolphins are famous for their intelligence and friendliness toward humans. One extraordinary story involves Todd Endress, a passionate surfer. One day, Todd went to Monterey Bay to catch some waves as usual. While surfing, out of nowhere, a shark attacked Todd, pulling him underwater. The water turned red instantly, and things looked grim for Todd. The shark injured Todd severely, but he fought back, trying to punch it in the eyes. Just when he thought it was the end, a pod of dolphins appeared. They surrounded Todd, forming a barrier to protect him from the shark. Thanks to their bravery, Todd managed to reach the shore alive. He lost half of his blood and needed over 700 stitches but survived, all thanks to the dolphins. Rabbits are known for being gentle and quiet, but one rabbit named Dory proved that even the smallest creatures can save lives. In January, a man named Stiegel fell into a diabetic coma while sitting on the couch watching TV. His wife, Victoria, who worked as a paramedic, didn't notice at first. But their rabbit, Dory, did. Dory started jumping frantically on Stiegel's chest and stomping on the floor to get Victoria's attention. Realizing something was wrong, Victoria called for medical help and Stiegel's life was saved. Australian farmer Noel Osborne had a life-threatening accident when one of his cows knocked him into a pile of manure. The fall broke his hip, leaving him immobile. For 5 long days, Noel endured scorching heat during the day and freezing temperatures at night, calling out for help to no avail. But his goat Mandy became the hero. Mandy provided milk for Noel to drink, keeping him alive until rescuers arrived. Noel credited Mandy and his loyal dog, who stayed by his side for warmth, with saving his life. In 2006, police in Ohio received a strange 911 call with no one responding on the other end. Concerned, they traced the call to an apartment. When officers arrived, they found a man on the floor next to his wheelchair, unable to move. Beside him was his cat, Tommy. It turned out that Tommy had been trained to press a speed dial button linked to 911 in case of emergencies. That quick call saved his owner's life. One winter morning, Robert Bennington went to his family's farm to feed the horses. While there, he spotted wolves charging toward him. Before he could react, he was surrounded. Just as things seemed dire, his horse, Scout, raced to his defense. Scout positioned himself between Robert and the wolves, stomping and whinnying to scare them off. Soon, other horses joined in, forming a protective circle. After a fierce standoff, the wolves retreated, leaving Robert unharmed. In Florida, 2 children were playing in their backyard when their dog, Zeus, started barking and lunging at something on the ground. It was a deadly coral snake, one of the most venomous snakes in the world. Zeus attacked the snake, killing it to protect the children. Sadly, Zeus was bitten 4 times during the fight. Despite receiving anti-venom at the vet, he passed away the next day. At just 9 months old, Zeus gave his life to protect his family. In 1996, at Brookfield Zoo in Chicago, a 3-year-old boy fell into the gorilla enclosure. Everyone feared the worst, as gorillas can be extremely dangerous. But instead of attacking, a female gorilla approached the unconscious boy, gently picked him up, and carried him to the door where zookeepers could retrieve him. This extraordinary act of maternal instinct over aggression left everyone in awe. In 2017, marine biologist Nan Hauser was studying humpback whales in the South Pacific when a massive tiger shark approached her. To her surprise, one of the whales nudged her away and positioned itself between her and the shark, even lifting her onto its back to keep her safe. This remarkable act of protection is a testament to the intelligence and empathy of humpback whales. Despite their deadly reputation, sharks cause fewer fatalities each year compared to cows. According to the Oceania Ocean Conservation Organization, shark attacks result in fewer than 6 deaths annually. In contrast, cows, buffaloes, and other cattle claim around 20,000 lives each year, mostly due to trampling or headbutting. The most surprising part? Farmers, especially those working with cattle, are the most common victims. In a shocking incident in Scotland, farmer Fiona Boyd's life was on the line when a massive cow attacked her, believing she was a threat to its calf. The cow charged her with great force, knocking her to the ground and continuing to attack. However, Fiona's horse charged at the cow and drove it away, allowing her to escape. Fiona credits her horse for saving her life during this terrifying ordeal. In November 2004, lifeguard Rob House and his daughter were swimming off New Zealand's northern coast when a pod of dolphins surrounded them. The dolphins began splashing the water violently, and Rob was initially confused, but soon realized they were protecting him and his daughter from a large, great white shark nearby. The dolphins even kept them in the safety of their circle until help arrived, a rare act of kindness from these intelligent creatures. During the devastating tsunami in Thailand in 2004, an unlikely hero emerged, an elephant. 8-year-old Amber Mason, vacationing with her family, was riding her usual elephant when the animal unexpectedly moved away from the beach. As the waves began to rise, the elephant rushed Amber to safety, eventually leading her to a high wall, where Amber climbed to safety. The elephant's actions likely saved her life that day. In a remote part of southwest Ethiopia, a 12-year-old girl was kidnapped by 4 men. As they attempted to flee, 3 lions appeared and chased the men off, leaving the girl unharmed. Rather than attacking her, the lions stayed with the girl, seemingly protecting her until the police arrived. Experts believe that the girl's constant crying might have mimicked the sound of lion cubs, which could explain the lion's protective behavior. In 2008, a 2-year-old girl named Hannah was in the care of her babysitter when disaster struck. While left briefly alone, Hannah began to choke. However, the family parrot, a Quaker parrot, started calling out, "Mama, baby," repeatedly, alerting the babysitter to the emergency. Thanks to the parrot's quick thinking, the babysitter was able to intervene just in time to save Hannah's life. In Australia, a Doberman saved a toddler from a brown king cobra, one of the world's most venomous snakes. The dog noticed the snake approaching the child and immediately attacked it, saving the girl from what could have been a fatal bite. Despite being bitten by the snake during the heroic act, the dog survived, and the child was unharmed. The mother's quick thinking in seeking medical help for both the child and the dog ensured that both would survive. These awe-inspiring stories show that true heroes come in all shapes and sizes, and sometimes they have fur, feathers, or fins. From dolphins protecting surfers to dogs battling venomous snakes, these animals remind us of the deep, often overlooked bond between humans and the animal world. If these tales of bravery left you speechless, don't forget to like, share, and comment below with your thoughts. What's the most heroic thing you've ever seen an animal do?